The Adventures of the Boy and the Girl by All of Us. Once upon a time, there was a girl. She was a happy girl, but the girl had a secret. You see, she was not just a girl. She was an adventure. And once upon a time, there was a boy. He was a happy boy, but the boy had a secret. You see, the boy dreamed that his life would be an adventure. One day, the boy met the girl. The boy liked the girl, and the girl liked the boy. So they decided to have some adventures together. The boy and the girl went to the big city. They marveled at the buildings towering over their heads. They ate strange and wonderful foods. They went to the theater and saw beautiful plays. They had wondrous adventures in the city, but they weren't finished with their adventures yet. The boy and the girl found a forest with trees so tall they seemed to brush up against the heavens. The trees, weathered by the centuries, had stood strong in the face of countless storms. The boy and the girl marveled at the trees. They had a wondrous adventure in the forest, but they weren't finished with their adventures yet. The boy and the girl went to live on a small island in the middle of the great blue ocean. They walked on the white sand beaches. They hiked in the green mountains. They swam with the colorful fish. They had many wondrous adventures on the island, but they weren't finished with their adventures yet. The boy and the girl traveled to a far-off jungle where they saw a family of mountain gorillas playing in the trees. The girl squealed in delight because the gorilla was her very favorite animal in all the world. They had a wondrous adventure with the gorillas, but they weren't finished with their adventures yet. One day, people tried to make the boy and the girl live in a dark, sad house. The boy and the girl didn't want to live in that dark house, so they decided to start another adventure by buying their own house. They learned how to be electricians and plumbers and carpenters, and they made their little house a home. They had many wondrous adventures in their home, but they weren't finished with their adventures yet. The boy and the girl went to see the pyramids of Egypt. They walked through the ancient tombs. They sailed down the Nile River. They found many mummies. They fought battles with men on horses. They had many wondrous adventures in the land of the pharaohs, but they weren't finished with their adventures yet. Almost every day, the boy and the girl spent time rolling a boulder up a big hill. They never seemed to get quite to the top because before they could, the boulder always slipped away and rolled back down to the bottom of the hill. But the boy and the girl had wondrous adventures rolling the boulder, and they didn't mind if they had to keep rolling it uphill every day. But they weren't finished with their adventures yet. One day, the boy and girl decided they needed others to share their adventures with. So, little by little, they added to their family. And oh, what wondrous adventures they had with the 3 little ones who joined them. The boy and the girl no longer had to travel to find adventure. Adventure started finding them. Adventure found them in their cozy bed while they were snuggled up, fast asleep. Adventure found them in the aisles of the supermarket. Adventure even found them in the bathroom. But they weren't finished with their adventures yet. And then, one day, the boy and the girl looked into a mirror. But it was not a boy and a girl who looked back. It was an old man and an old woman. "Who is that?" asked the boy. "Is that us?" asked the girl. But it could not be. They were the boy and the girl. They always had been. But then the boy and the girl turned from the mirror and looked at each other, and they saw themselves reflected in the other's eyes. And like magic, they were once again the boy and the girl, and they knew as long as they were together, they always would be. But the boy and the girl are not finished with their adventures yet.